Hello, Scorpio. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly doesn't want you to know this tarot card reading. So let's have a look. He's using the astrology reading cards. We're going to look at their make, model, the vibe this person is giving, and then we're going to do a tarot spread and figure out what the hey they don't want you to know about. Okay, so, and here's your first card. Your anus. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Uranus. Now that connects us to bam, surprise type energy. Sudden energy. Uranus is associated with Aquarius. Why was there a pause in there? And Aquarius, you know how they are. They're very independent. They're very unique. They do things differently. They march to their own beat. They're networking people. They rub elbows with all sorts of people from all sorts of walks of life. But you can't tell them nothing. They're also very cold and detached at times. That's fine. It is fine. And then we've got Pluto. And Pluto's that's your guy. That's your guy, no? Your ability to transform, take a leap forward, and rebirth. There she go right there, Pluto. That's you right there. That's you. That's these are big themes, guys. These are outer planets. So Uranus it's pretty large. It's a large planet, but at the same time it's an outer planet. Long-term effects, long-term impact of this person. It gives this person more significance, I'll tell you that. They have bigger themes, more of a long-term span of presence in your life. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Scorpio, one of your own. Giving hella Scorpio vibes because now we have the 8th house involved, and that's your house. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So I feel like you guys are in a relationship with this person, or have been, or are connected, bonded to them somehow in a long-term sense. That seems apparent here, giving us so much Scorpio energy. I feel like this person either has influence and impact on how you grow and learn and transform your life that personally serves you. So I'm saying, because of my breakup with this person, I said, forget this. I'm tired of being heartbroken. I moved out of my place. I cut my hair. I started a new job. I looked for it. I found it. I made all this stuff happen. And now they may have been the trigger, but I summoned something from within. And so we're forever connected through that type of, you're able to evoke those types of things out of me, even though I brought it from within. But at the same time, you push me to it. Alright, so this person has deep impact. Deep impact. And this is shared resources, so I feel like you're bound to them. Usually that's like marriage, right? You're bound. You're bound to fall in love. Scorpio. Alright, here's your first card with the tarot. Let's look at, oh my goodness. See, I'm telling you, there's death. There's death, destruction, and despair, involved here. And why is that always the case, Scorpio? Why is it always this big dramatic thing of betrayal? Well, you guys take betrayal you don't take kindly to that at all. Like, that's your thing. That's your one thing. If I catch you hating on me in any form or fashion behind my back and smiling to my face, oh, it's on. That's a Scorpio's oath. All right, and the 10 of Swords gives us, okay, the situation between you and this person has gone very, very bad. It's gone very, very, very bad. But it's gotten as bad as it's going to get. And now it's about that rebirth part of things. It's acknowledging the end was very traumatic and very blatant, abrupt, surpriseful, transformative, life-changing. But at the same time, it's over. The hard part is over. And I think that you need that like constant reminder, because maybe you're in a space where you're like, okay, well, remember what they did? Remember what they did? Remember what happened? It's like, okay, but the hurt is over. Now it's processing it and getting past it and through it. And easier said than done. But, just acknowledge where you're at. So your next card is the Temperance card in reverse. Now this is obsession here. This is obsession. I'm worried about you, kids. I'm not saying that you're obsessed, but somebody is. And, you know, you have a thing that I call you out for often with the obsession, a little bit of stalking. This person may be giving you that same energy back. If you've stalked in the past, they're stalking you. There's a whole karmic thing with Pluto. Pluto is that karmic balancer, I'm telling you. And you have so much Scorpio in this reading, it's almost like you can intuitively sense what will come back to you based on what you've put out in the world. And this person should be feeling the same. I think that either you have an obsession with this person and the scenario, or you might pull from the scenario to justify things today a lot. And I think that this situation is dead and gone and done. And it's almost even an indicator to let it go. To let it go. To let it go. But I really, this reading is like, okay, so 2 major arcana to start. We're not even done pulling the cards. And these are big themes here. These are huge themes because we're coming in with the outer planets and we're so associated with Scorpio that I'm going, okay, well, you better look in the mirror as well, because I think there's like a internal enlightenment and value for both people given the circumstances. But like, what in the hey doesn't this person want you to know? There's so much that it could be. Well, let's have a look. I feel like we're getting a little bit of why they don't want you to know, and I feel like because they don't want to make situations worse, they don't want to make matters worse, and I feel like there's still a little bit of obsession or resentment or hot feeling in the situation with this Temperance card. It's supposed to be healing and reconciliation and moving forward, but we can't do that under certain circumstances, and that's like an acknowledgement. Especially if we're obsessed with the past and how things went wrong, we can't really work towards it, or put it to a close and move on and then be like, whatever. You know, the energy will always get mustered up if you're not truly over it and you haven't truly processed the bigger themes in your life. And like, if you've developed tendencies because of the way someone treated you, and you continue to bring those same tendencies into other relationships that have nothing to do with how the last person treated you, I feel like it might be why it's popping out so much in this relationship. I mean, in this reading. Oh my goodness, guys. Then you have another major arcana here with the Hermit, and the Hermit is associated with Virgos. Scorpios, you're getting Virgos a lot in your readings, and the Virgos are in this instance. The Virgos are very, very solo bound. This card is even one where you're supposed to process events. You're supposed to take a while and detach from situations that are going on, take a step outside of it, and look at the situation from afar. You know what I mean? Like when you're in a quarrel and you're fighting, and you're right, no, you're right, no, you're wrong, I'm right, no, and then you have to get away from it. Here's the thing. When you're arguing with someone, it's like, okay, we can't. But after the fact, when you talk about what you were arguing about, it's actually kind of easier to deal with. Well, what I was thinking was happening was this. Oh, well, what I was thinking was happening was that, oh, okay, so that's why everything went left and we couldn't. Oh, right. That was the old me. I grew up a lot since then. You can get through things when they're in the past and you're talking about them as if they're the past, like the far past. But when you're in it and the emotions are hot and running, like you could just kablamo. But anyway, so this person is giving us a lot of major arcana energy, giving us a lot of big theme energy. I feel like this person you already had a falling out with, you're disconnected with this person. They may be obsessed with you. Heck, you may be obsessed with them, discussing the past over and over and over and over. Kind of like me reciting the first half of this reading. And then we have the Hermit card saying that there still needs to be some processing. There still needs to be some observation. But what it's giving is giving a little bit of stalker energy, because we have obsession, we have some observer on the outside. So it's like, ooh. So you don't want me to know that you be stalking me? That you've been keeping up with my profile? That you've been following me? That you've been keeping tabs on me? Wow, I thought you didn't give a damn. Right? So this person still obviously cares. There's the Ace of Cups here. They're looking for the right time to start up with you again. I feel like this person, like, they take a stand back. They observe you from afar. They see how you're doing without them. They see that you're doing well. They see what you're doing out here is productive and something that they wish they could be doing, but they can't. You don't want to know why? Because they're out here in these streets stalking you, keeping tabs, and not focusing on their own thing. That's only then can the healing take place. Only then can you observe a situation, your own situation, and evaluate it properly. The Ace of Cups speaks to a connection that's supposed to start to sprout, but there's a delay on that connection. And I feel like the delay on that connection is this person, again, trying to assess the situation. They don't want you to know that they're still interested. They don't want you to know that they want to initiate something. They still want to observe and test the waters out. But I think they're coming from a place of, what word am I leaving are withdrawals. How about that? Because this was a bloody, bloody end, and the end is the end is the end. And what comes after that is rebirth, yes, of course, with the Pluto and the shared resources. I feel like somebody's trying to breathe life into a dead situation. It's at least dead on your end, or it seemed dead on their end, so you're like, ah, I moved on, whatever. And this person is just kind of observing, trying to see if you're, where you're at, if there's any chance of reconciliation. But in the meantime, they're just looking over you, and it's seeming obsessive, or seeming kind of weird. Seeming kind of passive aggressive. They want to offer their hand. They want to extend that overflowing cup of emotion towards you, but again, they want to tread lightly, because whatever this was, whatever betrayal this was, it was a big one, and it's like a point of no return type betrayal. Now we have the shared resources, so they may still be, again, connected to you, and this might come as a surprise where their energy is. Chaotic, sporadic energy, yes. Uranus giving us the surprise energy. But I feel like there's a lot of socializing, trying to get around the block a lot, so they know what they're coming into. And it's a surprise. They may have had some enlightenment, some awakenings while they were gone, realizing just because of the depth of this pain or the depth of this ending, the absence of you, that's very loud and clear. Now, Pluto is also, like I said, a karmic planet, so they might have fallen into that karma, and realized what they've lost, or realized what they're tarnishing, or what they're damaging, and had an aha moment. But either way, they want to observe. They want to look into you. It feels obsessive. It does, but the obsession might be, I want to be sure. I want to research. I want to do right by you if I try to pursue you the next time. Ace of Cups would suggest so. And then we have, see, this person, I don't like the roller coaster rebel. I don't like the foolishness. I'm not with the rah rah. I am not your da. Yeah, it doesn't feel like this person is super stable. We have two instances of surprise. And that's coming from Uranus, and now the Tower. The Tower is associated with the planet Mars, who rules chaos, intensity, attraction, passion, action, desire, all that stuff. But at the same time, this card is in reverse. This is another instance of, hey, things fell apart, the foundation has been ruined, things have been destroyed, and even though you have this desire to start something or initiate a new love or a new flame or whatever, that flame could ignite into the house burning down, and that's something that you have to look at. You can't just be like, okay, we're past that though. Look, no, that's a big fear that is now on my mind, and now is an option, now is possible, because it has happened before. So you can't even be like, no, delete that memory. You can't do that. You got to come correct, right? You got to come with healing and understanding, and no desire to make things happen, but just accept things as they are and allow timing to be divine, if whether or not you come back together. But it feels like this person is just trying to look for the right moments to just pop back in and be like, oh yeah, I still love you. No real work done, no real acknowledgement, no personal accountability, just kind of trying to walk into another potentially dangerous situation where the house may crumble again because attitudes are still innately the same. So I know that you are connected to the planet Mars, and that, again, the things that make you mad is what you really have to put out there. Does this infuriate you? Does the thing that this person does infuriate you? So if they come back, you might be just wanting to have them back due to loneliness or some other factor, but are you blatantly ignoring the thing about them that makes you angry? Are you really being this detrimental because you want to ignite some sort of sexual passion but not really think about the consequences of the emotional part? Starting something up with them may not be the best thing for you. Ace of Cups. And who am I to say that? If you know what you're getting into, then that's totally cool. Then no love lost. But if you're like, okay, well, let's hope that this person won't take me through a cycle again of on and off and foolishness and letting me down and drastic emotional changes and stuff. When you have a 10 of Swords in reverse at the beginning and the Tower at the end of the reading, it's like, okay, well, there's chaos in the beginning and the end of this, right? If they come in chaotically, surprise, I've been needing help or something, tug at your heartstrings, or I've been a hermit, I've gained 45 pounds and I have a beard and hair everywhere because I've been nomadic and hermiting or doing some weird lifestyle type thing. Uranus, Aquarius energy, and doing my own thing. It's a little unhinged, slightly. I'm looking for you, babe. And it may be a romantic gesture to some, but unfortunately Scorpios have this thing called discernment and evaluating situations before they head into them. And so you'll probably be like, this could go really left. And the fact that it could go really left, I'm not interested. And, you know, that might create a catastrophe in itself. They don't know how to handle their emotions at times. They may have those Scorpio tendencies where if they don't get what they want, it's everybody's gonna. Oh no, he's morphing. He's morphing into another demon. Demon level 2 or something. Frieza level 2. Let me stop. Anyways, there it is. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Share the video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.